Welcome to Golden Wellness Guide. Today, we're addressing a deeply personal and often overlooked aspect of stroke recovery: intimacy and sexual health. For many couples, a stroke can introduce significant physical and emotional barriers, making the journey back to closeness feel daunting. We've previously discussed general principles of recovery, but sometimes very specific, intimate challenges like fatigue, muscle spasticity, or pain become the biggest hurdles. This video is dedicated to both the stroke survivor and their partner, the unsung heroes of this recovery journey. We'll explore practical, real-world solutions to help you navigate these changes together. Consider Michel and his partner, a couple from New York. After Michel's stroke, they faced an emotional and physical chasm in their relationship. The spontaneous intimacy they once shared seemed impossible, replaced by fear, misunderstanding, and a sense of loss. Their story, and the strategies they learned, will guide us through this discussion. Part 1: The partner's role, understanding and support. Recovery after a stroke, especially concerning intimacy, is not a solo journey. It demands understanding, patience, and effort from both individuals. Let's first turn our attention to the partner, who often carries a significant emotional burden. Michel's partner, for instance, initially felt a whirlwind of emotions. They feared hurting Michel, worried he might no longer be interested, and at times, felt isolated and alone. These fears are real and valid. It's crucial for partners to acknowledge these feelings rather than suppressing them. Suppressing emotions can lead to resentment and further distance. The next critical step is knowledge. Understanding the actual impact of a stroke on sexuality can demystify the situation and help partners realize that these changes are not personal failings. A stroke can affect libido, sensation, and physical ability. Learning about these physiological changes helps contextualize the challenges and reduces self-blame. For Michel's partner, reading and attending support groups helped them understand that Michel's reduced energy wasn't a lack of desire, but a direct consequence of his condition. This shift in perspective was monumental. Now, practical do's and don'ts for the partner. Do suggest affectionate gestures like holding hands, cuddling, or a gentle kiss. Do offer genuine compliments and express appreciation. Do listen actively and patiently to feelings and concerns without judgment. Always ask what feels comfortable and what your partner is ready for. Above all, be patient. Recovery is a marathon, not a sprint. Things to avoid: don't create pressure for sexual performance. This can lead to anxiety and avoidance. Don't show pity, as this can be disempowering for the stroke survivor. Don't remain silent, pretending everything is fine. Silence can be misinterpreted as disinterest or avoidance. Deepening the emotional gap. Open and honest dialogue, even when difficult, is the best path forward. Part 2: Overcoming physical barriers, for the stroke survivor. Now, let's focus on the stroke survivor and the specific physical challenges they might face. Michel, like many others, initially struggled with 3 primary barriers: overwhelming fatigue, muscle spasticity and limited movement, and persistent pain. Addressing these directly is key to rebuilding intimacy. Managing fatigue. After a stroke, energy levels can be unpredictable and limited. Think of your energy as a bank account. You only have a certain amount each day, and if you overspend, you'll be left with nothing. Michel learned to plan his day, prioritize essential activities, and build in rest periods. He found that scheduling intimate moments at times when he felt most energetic, such as after an afternoon nap or in the morning, made a significant difference. Choosing positions that require less exertion also helps. Positions where the survivor lies on their side, or where the stronger partner is on top, can conserve energy. Michel and his partner experimented and found that side lying was often the most comfortable and least draining. Spasticity and limited movement. Muscle stiffness and involuntary contractions can make movement difficult and uncomfortable. Before intimacy, a gentle warm-up can help. Taking a warm bath or shower, or applying a warm compress to stiff areas, can relax muscles. Michel found that a warm bath before bed relaxed his body and helped him mentally prepare. Follow with gentle stretching exercises. If you have a physical therapy routine, use it. These stretches can increase flexibility and reduce discomfort. For Michel, a few minutes of targeted stretches for his affected arm and leg made a noticeable difference. Support pillows are also very effective. Place pillows under joints, behind the back, or between the legs to create a stable and comfortable position, reducing pressure on spastic or weak muscles. Coping with pain. Pain can deter intimacy, and its source can vary. It might stem from spasticity, vaginal dryness, or an uncomfortable position. Identify the cause, then address it. Michelle's shoulder pain often flared in certain positions. Communication is essential. Your partner cannot know you're in pain if you don't tell them. Say what hurts and when. For example, that position is causing sharp pain in my hip. Or, I'm feeling a dull ache in my arm. Can we try something else? For women experiencing pain due to vaginal dryness, using a high-quality lubricant is simple and effective. Remember that intimacy includes a broad spectrum of activities beyond penetrative sex. If one action causes pain, pause and explore other forms of affection, such as massage, sensual touch, or oral intimacy. Michel and his partner discovered new ways to express love and desire through extended cuddling, gentle massage, and mutual caressing. Part 3: The Power of Communication, the no-blame technique. Effective communication is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship, and it's even more critical when navigating post-stroke intimacy. It's not just about expressing needs, but doing so in a way that fosters understanding and connection, rather than blame or defensiveness. Michel and his partner adopted a communication model called the no-blame technique. This simple approach opens conversations constructively and empathetically. Step 1. Start with your feelings. Use I statements. For example, I feel a bit lonely and miss our closeness. Or, I feel a little anxious about initiating intimacy. This keeps the focus on your experience. Step 2. State the facts, not interpretations. Describe the specific situation or behavior without assumptions or accusations. For example, when we don't hug before bed anymore, or when we haven't been physically intimate for a while. Avoid statements like, "You never care about me," or "You're always avoiding me." Step 3. Propose a specific, actionable solution. Suggest a concrete, small step you can take together. For example, could we spend 10 minutes tonight holding each other and talking? Or, would you be open to a gentle back massage this weekend? This technique helped Michelle's partner express longing for connection without making Michelle feel guilty or inadequate. Michelle used it to communicate fatigue or discomfort. "I feel quite tired right now. So a long, intimate session might be too much. But I would love to cuddle and talk." The goal is collaboration, not fault. This helps both partners feel heard and understood, paving the way for shared solutions and renewed intimacy. Part 4: Rediscovering Intimacy Together. Practical strategies for couples. With improved communication and an understanding of physical limitations, couples can begin rediscovering intimacy together. This phase is about creativity, exploration, and shifting focus from performance to pleasure and connection. Explore new positions. Many traditional positions may be challenging after a stroke. Consider positions that are less strenuous and more supportive. Lying side by side, with the unaffected partner offering support, or having the unaffected partner on top, can reduce strain and increase comfort. Michel and his partner often used a spooning position, allowing closeness without pressure on his affected side. Schedule date nights for intimacy. This can reduce the pressure of spontaneity and allow both partners to prepare. It creates positive anticipation and signals that intimacy remains a valued part of the relationship. Michel and his partner set aside one evening a week for intimate time. Sometimes this was sexual, sometimes it was an hour of uninterrupted cuddling, talking, and sensual touch. Focus on pleasure and connection, not performance or specific outcomes. The goal is joy, connection, and mutual satisfaction, not necessarily orgasm or penetrative sex. Sensations may change after a stroke, and orgasm may be affected. Shift focus to the broader spectrum of sensual experiences: gentle touch, massage, kissing, cuddling, and mutual exploration. If you need further help, consider a sex therapist or counselor specializing in post-stroke intimacy. Summary: rekindling connection and hope. Navigating intimacy after a stroke requires a mindful, compassionate approach from both partners. We explored how partners can offer understanding and support while empowering the survivor. We covered practical strategies to manage fatigue, spasticity, and pain. From timing intimate moments to using supportive pillows and exploring alternative forms of affection, we highlighted the no-blame communication technique for expressing needs and desires constructively. Finally, we discussed rediscovering intimacy through creative positions, scheduled date nights, and a shift from performance to the joy of connection and pleasure. Michel and his partner's journey shows that while intimacy may change form, its essence, connection, care, and shared joy remains. With creativity, open communication, and preparation, intimacy can become comfortable and enjoyable again, and your relationship can grow even deeper. We hope this guide gives you insights and tools to navigate this sensitive journey. If you found this helpful, please like the video, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to Golden Wellness Guide for more content on stroke recovery and well-being. Your support helps us reach more people who need this information. Thank you for watching. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. Seek support, communicate openly, and keep believing in the power of connection. We'll see you in the next video.